Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
And Ellie was very noisy during that quiet, silent time we're supposed to do before.
That's good. She'll eliminate that sound.
Okay.
It's part of the ambiance noise.
I'm like looking at Ellie. I'm like, you're not supposed to be snoring right now.
You're so unprofessional, Ellie. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. We are here on a Friday night.
I know. Weird.
It's like Friday night.
I know. I thought if we do it tonight, we won't have to
Wake
be
up
tired
early
in the morning.
Oh, it's lovely.
And then, we always do it at the beginning of the week, and we've just hung out all day with the family. So it's like we've already talked.
Yeah. Friday night's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I would advocate for this every Friday night because
Well,
I don't have a life anymore. But you are like Miss Socialite.
I know. I don't know what's going on with my life right now. It's
Tell
too
you.
busy for me.
I mean, you're really in it.
This is like my only calm weekend. Next weekend, I've
Yeah.
got book club. The weekend after that, I've got something you and me can do.
What?
Oh, first of all, we are hanging out on Friday
Okay.
with Molly and her
Oh,
sister.
yeah, that's right.
And then Saturday, not this week, not this next
Whoa,
week,
I'm
the
like,
week after.
That was like September 20th.
That's not next week, but the week after.
Holy cow. Molly, I'm so excited to see you, but boy, September 20th is sneaking up on me.
Yeah, but then the next night, I may have 3 tickets to the soccer game, the big fancy seats.
Oh, look at you go.
I know. I thought
Oh,
it
are
could
you
be fun for
extending
you,
it to
me,
me?
and Brooke.
Oh, that would be fun.
I do have to kind of run it past my husband and see if he'd be offended that I'm not inviting him, but
I feel like you invite him all the time.
I know, right?
Come on, get over it. What all does he need from you?
Exactly.
It's like
I
you
think
all
it'd be
are
so
married.
fun. I know. Yeah. So, Brooke, if you're hearing this, you might be invited to a soccer game.
Yay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. She's my soccer buddy, and then you're just my buddy.
Yeah, I'm there for the free beer. Do I get
That's
free
right.
beer that
Yeah.
night? Oh, yeah.
Free beer, all you can
Count
eat.
me in.
Oh, it's amazing.
Nice.
And women's soccer and their beautiful legs.
Yeah, there we go.
But that's not why I go. I'm not objectifying them. They just
Sure.
happen to have beautiful legs.
Yeah, it just happens to be a nice little side effect.
Yeah. It's just something that you also get to see along with incredible athleticism.
Yep, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're there for.
Uh-huh.
Lovely. So, way to leave it to us to be controversial.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Listen, I don't know
I'm
how
not
to
sorry.
approach it. I'm
I'm
not
not
at all
sorry.
sorry for a single word that we said.
Yeah, so we got a little political in our 2 episodes ago.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know what the episode's
Not
called.
sorry at all, but
I'm
it
not sorry that
happened.
we got political, and I'm not sorry about what we said. I'm sorry if you felt uncomfortable, but maybe you should sit with that and then rethink
Take it all
some
in
things.
and wonder, why is this bothering me so much? Maybe
Yeah.
it's because I'm in the wrong.
Yes, and
Because we have no resolve. Like,
right.
is that the word? No. Because we have no guilt about it. So that must
No.
mean we know we're pretty damn right.
Yeah, and you can say that we think we're right because it's us, but let me just say that I can disagree with people
Yeah.
on many, many things.
Yep, but not human rights.
I can't disagree on this.
Mhm.
It's not right. It's not okay. So
No, you can disagree on this, but you can't agree to disagree.
exactly. I
Yeah.
can't move on and just be
Mm-mm.
like, oh, no, please, we shouldn't have. No, we should have. And I'm
Right.
okay with it. So
Yep.
if you are ever uncomfortable with anything we say, that's
It's okay.
Good luck
Either
in
choose
your
to
next
stay
adventure.
and listen. Choose to stay and listen and learn,
Yeah.
or go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So there's
Sorry that you're gone, but not that we offended you. I'm
Right.
not-
right. So anyway, and then it just kind of all blew up on Facebook there for a while. But here's what I'm gonna say to that: I am very grateful that it all happened because I got a lot of new fan favorites.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
noticing all these people that have been kind of quiet, and then all of a sudden they're like, and they're like supporting the hell out of us,
Yeah.
but also their own political rights,
Right.
political views. And I'm here for it. I'm like, okay, you and you and you. Thank you. I knew you all were out there. You just
Right.
hadn't spoken up yet, and so I got a little crop,
Yeah.
and so I'm good to go for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine. We can weed them out.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Also, shocker, am not in this gig for the numbers of how many people we can get to listen. It's been great that we have so many numbers, but I never saw it coming.
Right.
I'm really just here for you and me.
Yeah. It's time for us to hang out, and
Sounds
y'all
so
just get to
selfish.
join us.
Yeah, I'm just here for this hour of an excuse to get to talk and laugh guilt free.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you guys are just the added benefit.
Yeah. Way to be there for us, backing us up. Most of you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys. That was great. Everybody was,
Yeah.
most of everybody was very supportive.
Yes. Actually,
Everybody
except
but
for
that
the one
one.
person.
Yeah. And I will fully admit, in case he does listen to this, I did remove him from the group, but it was not ill will. I just removed him because I did not want everybody to start bashing him. Because while I do disagree wholeheartedly with him, I still care about him and I still wish him the best and I still want him to be well. However, if you feel that way, it's just time to go.
Yeah.
Let's part ways. There's no
That's right.
reason.
There's so many podcasts out
He
there.
stated he was going to leave and then he was hanging around and I thought, okay, look, buddy,
Yeah, time to go.
it's time. You already said you're going to go. No need. You're about to get pounced on. So I'm just going to help you before that happens. So
Right. There we
if
go.
you happen to listen to one more episode just because you're curious if we'll talk about it, we did. And we just kind of gracefully exited you, not out of any sort of anger, but more so for your own good.
Yes. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you and also with you. The perfect timing. Anyway, what else has been new?
You want to hear something embarrassing?
Always.
Okay, so I'm wearing this cute little shirt. Did you see it?
I did notice it.
This is actually the second time I've worn it, and the story is from the first time that I wore it to school.
Okay.
My goal is to be able to wear leggings and an art t-shirt every day to school.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
It's pretty much happened. It's
Okay.
great.
It sounds comfy.
I've got some funny art shirts, like
Okay.
my Van Gogh shirt. I get
That's
lots of
cute.
compliments on that.
Nice.
I've got like a Ninja Turtle, but they're all the actual artists that
Yes,
they're named after.
I love that one.
And then I've got this one, which is not funny. This is like a Henry Matisse
I knew it
flower
was
shirt.
some artist.
Yes.
I would say Georgie O'Keeffe. I don't know why I was thinking her.
No, she's more vaginal.
Oh, must be why she sticks in my brain.
Henry Matisse is, I mean, they are flowers, but they look like
Oh,
vaginas.
yeah. I got what you were saying.
Henry Matisse is more like, they almost look like big cutout flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. They're very stylized and I like them a lot. And so I love the shirt. Well, there was like, I think it was a kindergartner dad was taking their kid into school.
Uh-huh.
And I was walking up and he said, I like your Matisse shirt.
Mm.
And I thought he was making a pun and turning Matisse
Hmm.
into my t-shirt. And I went, I see what you did there. And I said, thanks. And then I walked in and then I was like, that is not what he was doing. Like I walked all the way in and then was like, he was just saying Matisse.
Like he thought
I
he
like
got the
your-
artist wrong.
No, it was the right artist. He said, I
What's
like
Matisse?
your Henry Matisse.
Oh, sorry.
I like your Matisse shirt. And I thought he was like, here's a pun. I like your Matisse shirt. And I was like, I'm going to call it that from now on, is what I was thinking.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
that's hilarious.
And he's sitting there going, well, I don't know what I just did there.
And he's brand new. It's kindergartner. Like, he
Oh,
doesn't know
no.
that I'm a weirdo yet. But
Yeah.
now he does.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
man. I have to go like 6 years with this guy just being like, yeah, that was weird. That one time I talked to the art teacher.
Let me let you in on a little secret. He'll never think of that again.
Maybe. Do you think?
But you will.
Yeah. Do you think I thought he was hitting on me? Because I didn't.
No. No, Aaron, I don't think
Okay.
he thought that.
Okay, good. But
Yeah.
listen, if that guy ever listens, I didn't think that. You were with your wife. I didn't think anything. I just thought you were making a funny pun. And I don't think you were. But now it has become a ton. A
ton.
A pun is
A
become
ton of puns.
It's become a pun.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh.
Matisse
Making me
shirt.
cry. Oh, that's
And
hilarious.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing though.
Yeah, there's a lot of embarrassing things in that whole story that just happened. Oh my gosh, it's great. I hope he does listen to this. I don't know why he would, but if the chances are, like, he doesn't even know it's you, but he just happens to listen to this podcast, he's like, that was me. And that was her. That was weird.
And he's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I was hilarious, unintentional."
Yeah, I don't think that's how that's going to go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is too funny. I love it. Hey, what's up with my coaster?
Oh, do you like the coaster?
I do.
We've got these cute little crocheted skulls.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Who did that? Did we get something in our P.O. box?
It wasn't in our P.O. box. The P.O. box
Is closed.
is probably closing. I've got 4 days to decide for sure, but by the time you hear this, it's either here or it's not.
Oh yeah, that's right. By the time they so don't send us anything until
Unless
you
you
know for
do.
sure.
And then no,
Yeah,
don't
what
don't say
happens?
anything.
Wait. That's a
I don't
valid
know.
question. What happens if we close our PO box?
I don't know. Do they have to save it legally? It's our mail.
Huh.
Because in that
Interesting.
case,
I think that's the question we need to ask.
box. And then we just come up with like, did anything come for us?
I feel like we might have to pay for it if it still comes.
Well, the P.O. box system is so weird because they have different size boxes,
Yeah.
but a little P.O. box is crazy expensive.
Yeah.
But you could pay more and get it more. But I'm like, well, what if they send something that won't fit in our tiny box? That's what she said. They said,
Girl, our boxes aren't tiny. We've each had 3 kids, 2 kids.
I've had no vaginal kids. Mine is still
Oh,
tight.
that's right.
So anyways,
Brag much, bitch.
anyways, they said, oh, we'll just put it in a bigger box and put the key. I'm like, who pays for a bigger box then?
Yeah.
Why would you
Not
ever
very
pay for a
smart
bigger
people.
box? Anyways, no, this was hand delivered. A rare
Oh
few
my
get our
gosh.
actual come bring it to me.
Oh, I love it. Hold on. Let me guess. Okay, somebody who crochets. Melinda? It's your mother-in-law? Oh, well, she crochets and she probably has your address.
Yes, she does.
Okay, I'll stop guessing.
I
feel like
said
that was a
hand
really
delivered,
good
like
guess.
she brought it to me.
Oh, hand delivered.
She
I
didn't
was
come from
sorry.
Canada.
Sorry, I tuned you out. I
Shocker.
often do that.
Okay, Aaron and Megan, I hope these coasters help set a cozy vibe for recording while also allowing you to set down your Paloma and Old Fashioned without annoying Rue. Love, Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie. She is just the most talented.
I know.
How does
Jack of
she
all
like-
trades.
She like watercolor paints these most beautiful things.
Incredible painter. She knows everything that's ever been written in any book that's ever
Yeah.
existed.
Could you imagine if she was on your trivia team?
Oh my gosh,
Girl,
we
you all
would-
would win
We
every
would be
time.
unstoppable.
I might join if Stephanie joined.
Oh, well, then there wouldn't. We only have room for one more. So,
Oh, well.
and if I have to choose between you and Stephanie, guess what?
Stephanie. You're going to pick Stephanie all
right.
day long for that role. I got
That's right. She can even pronounce harangue.
it.
I heard that the other day in a podcast and I was like, harangue.
Our word.
Oh, yeah. Back to
Here
the old
and
days.
go again on my
That's
own.
right.
Mm.
Oh, goodness.
Walk down memory lane, that one.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. Well, tonight we're sitting on our couch watching Slow Horses.
I've been hearing about this. What is that?
It's actually pretty good. Like, I'm pretty
Sounds
invested.
Dull.
Well, I'll tell
Just
you
by
what.
the name alone.
Well, right. And the first time we tried to watch it was about like when it, I think it's been out for a little bit, but we tried to watch it, I want to say a year ago. Maybe it hasn't been out that long, but when it very first came out, you could tell because we went back and we had watched exactly 6 minutes of it. And I was like, I guarantee you, because we rewatched the 6 minutes and I was like, knowing the two of us, we both fell asleep within that 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And never went back. So you got to get through like the first,
6 minutes at least.
for 6 minutes. If you can. I'm not promising anything, but no, you have to get through like the first half of the episode
Okay.
and then it starts it's a very good couples show to watch because it's very entertaining and it's fast paced and,
Okay.
you know, it's about the MI5, I think, like CIA for
Oh.
British
Oh, okay.
people. And so, in England.
Why
so
would
it's
it be called Slow Horses? Are we going to find out? Do you
You
know?
will. Yes, you'll find out
Okay.
about all of that and why and what it is. But it's very action packed and it's very like every episode leaves you on a cliffhanger. So you're like,
Oh.
oh gosh, what's about to happen?
Oh,
And like,
we need a new one of those. We just finished The Boys.
yeah, we're like into 3 episodes now, and at the end of every episode, we both look at each other like, and then we got to watch the next one.
All right. What's it on?
It's on Apple TV.
Yeah. They can't go wrong over there.
I'm telling you, they're really doing some things over there. So I
Apple TV, why aren't you sponsoring us yet?
I know we talk about you all the time. So anyway, we watched that, and then we were watching that. That's why I was a little bit late tonight because I had to finish that episode. Why am I telling you about this? No, there was something. Oh, I was like, there had to be a reason why I was.
Like, you weren't even that late.
Look, I came over here a little bit early tonight, and sat there and told Aaron. I mean, a big long story for like.
She's
the
been here
first-
for like an hour and
Yeah, we've
half.
already had like 2 or 3 beers. Who knows how this is gonna go tonight? Anyway, so I remembered we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, and I'm noticing it, but I'm like, okay, I don't know that James could notice it. I couldn't tell if he was getting eye shot. And finally, he goes, "Is somebody in our room?" And I was like,
In
"No,
your bedroom?
nobody's in our room. Our light is just like on and off, off
That
and
is
on."
so weird.
On and off. That is the weirdest it's ever been. It's like it has been set on some sort of timer. I think I've said this before.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's like
said
a-
it.
It's like a little weird light, but
It is a weird light. You should just change that light.
I know we really should. I think about it all the time. Every time at like 7 o'clock in the morning, no, actually way before then, like at like 5 o'clock in the morning, it'll just, lights will turn on.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is horrible. And whenever it does it, I always think, damn it, we need to change this light. And then I forget about it. But tonight I was just sitting there and I was like, this is weird. It was almost like I was trying to think like, are they trying to send me a signal? Like it's like SOS or something? Like, damn, if they were, I'd have no idea.
Yeah,
no
good
idea
luck.
what SOS is. It seems so weird to me. So I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to say, but they're trying to say. And he was like, now that's really weird. So it was enough for James to even go, now that's really weird.
That is weird.
And then we both just went back and watched our show
Oh my
and
gosh.
forgot about it.
And then I turned over and fell back asleep.
Yeah, right.
If you change your light, so it wasn't a weird knob
Mhm.
thing,
And it still kept happening.
knob, and then it kept happening.
Yeah, I would say it was probably some sort of wiring up in the
That's what I
ceiling.
thought. Just
Yeah.
making sure. Just making sure.
Yep, that's what I do.
Kevin asked me tonight, just talking about skepticism.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What was that one thing the psychic told you about blah, blah, blah?" I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even trust that psychic. I don't care. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of believed her for
I
there for a
know.
little bit.
I just really don't. The more I think about it, the more I don't.
Well, the high wore off, I think. I was like on a
Yeah.
high that night, and then I was like, you know what? I wasn't high that night. Let me clarify that. I was
On a
pumped
high.
up. I was on a high
Yeah.
from her. But then, yeah, I'm back to being like, I don't know if I believe any of it.
I don't
Imagine that.
I don't know. I don't believe anything she said. Sorry.
I just think that you can swindle people so
Yeah.
easily.
You know what I want to happen so bad?
What?
I want to be able to afford to get, now I can think what her name is. Gina, the one who did my reading. No tarot cards, just like
Mm.
a reading
Mm-hmm.
about like the spirits that are in your lives.
Mm. And who was that? When was that?
That was
With
that was years ago.
Teresa?
Yeah, Teresa's
Oh, okay.
lady.
Yeah.
She is incredible.
Yeah, that girl's expensive.
She's so expensive. We cannot afford her. But
No,
like maybe,
I tried to get her for and then I was like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
have to
no,
sell
we
on
can't
Mary
afford her.
Lou.
But she's never like she tells Teresa things that is crazy. It is incredible. I'm not going to tell the story about my friend, but the fact that she was so accurate was creepy
Yeah,
in a good way, but weird.
yeah.
Anyways, how do we segue back into that? I almost said segue because of
Segue.
that other podcast I listened to, and
They
that's why
say
we drink.
segue.
She tried to read the word segue once and read it segue, and then she calls it segue, and now I want to call it that all the time.
It's not just
Or
us.
I think Gabe called it that, so they called it that.
Nice.
But anyways,
I don't know how we segue out of that. I just kind of think also with social media, all your information is out there. And like even my whole like, oh, it was Portugal and that's how she knew.
yeah,
I don't think I said it in the first one. Oh, it was like she knew I was gonna like go to some foreign country
and she named it.
and she named it like, I don't know, for $1. What do people do for dollars? They might research. They might go through and see friends and search other friends and whatnot. Who knows?
Maybe for a lot of money, but for
For $50, I don't know.
I don't know.
But if that's how you're going to hook people to keep coming and seeing it and it be your livelihood, you might. I don't know. There was some show, some like series that was on. I do not know the name of the series. I watched like maybe 3 or 4 episodes of it and got bored of it, so I cannot tell you what it was. But it was some series about these scammers. Like it was like how they would scam people in these scenarios and make a whole lot of money
Yeah,
off of them. And that's what I always kind of go back to is like it's pretty incredible the way they can gain information.
yeah,
But Mary Lou seems sweet and didn't seem
Yeah.
like a scammer, but
yeah.
But
And she
I
got
do
a lot
think-
wrong, so she wasn't. Just kidding, Mary Lou. I'm just kidding.
I don't think she listens. It's okay.
It's cool. Oh, all right. Well, we've been talking on and on. You ready to?
It probably feels like we've been talking all night because we have. Okay, great. So I would like for you to go first.
Oh, good, because I drank while you told me that big long story, and I thought it'd be pretty sloppy by the time I got here. Okay, so do you remember a couple weeks back when I read you a story that was from a listener's parent, but it was anonymous?
How could I forget? Sexy. Her
Yeah.
husband was so sexy.
Yeah, they had some sexy time in
Yeah,
that back
sexy
room.
time in that. Did they really in that story? Oh no.
No, but it was
Okay.
implied.
For a minute, I was like, man, I do remember all that. It was great. But no, That was just my imagination.
Our imaginations went a little wild.
Yes. And her husband, he kind of looked, the guy, not Patrick Swayze.
I love that you said he kind of looked like. We did not get a picture of him.
In my brain, he did. Not the guy, not Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse, but the older, like, what's that guy's name? Sam Elliott?
I've seen that. Oh, Sam Elliott. We talk about Sam Elliott all the time on this podcast.
So hot. And I don't think it's the same guy. I don't think it's Sam Elliott in Roadhouse. But it's like two guys, Sam Elliott, another guy, they look so much alike.
Yeah. I like a silver fox.
Fine wine. They get better looking with time.
They do. Kevin, I keep seeing more gray hair in Kevin, and I'm like, I
don't
this
mind
trend.
it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You look
not in your husband. I meant my husband's gray beard.
Okay.
Agreed to that a little too quickly.
Sure did.
James's beard. I don't mind it at all.
All right. So this is another story from the anonymous mom.
Nice. Now what are they going to do? In which room?
I don't know. I'm so excited.
Okay.
Hello again, and thanks for reading our first story about the traveling ghost who'd walked through our sunroom and through a closed door. When I submitted that story, I had asked for anonymity. I said that so well.
You sure did. Nailed it.
The reason for the request has to do with this next story.
Oh.
During my mom's later years, she stayed with us periodically. Due to her age, we would let her stay in our bedroom on the first floor, and we would stay in the upstairs bedrooms. She was 96 and still active.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
But didn't do stairs well. For the last 2 years of her life.
She didn't do stairs well. Come on, lady. No, I'm kidding. 96. Of course she didn't do stairs well.
Oh, yeah. For real. Man, 96. Lucky duck.
Mm-hmm.
For the last few years of her life, I always held my breath that everything would be okay. Unfortunately, this would be her last visit with us.
Oh.
Mom had stayed with us for 3 wonderful weeks before my mom and I went on vacation with my siblings. My husband stayed at home. It was a girls' trip and one of the trips she looked forward to each year. She was always ready for vacation. On the second night of our vacation, I heard my mom get up in the middle of the night and I went to check on her. She had a stomach ache. I asked her if she wanted to go to the hospital, but she said no. She went back to sleep and I stayed in the room with her. She woke up again and asked me if I had any pain medicine. I said no, but that I could call EMS and they could give her something. She agreed. I went to my room to get my phone and noticed I had several missed phone calls from our home alarm service. Worried for my husband, I called home, but no one answered. I went back to my mom and called 911. Just as EMS arrived, her condition quickly changed. They treated her with some pain medication, but ultimately she passed away.
Oh.
She was 96, but this was still a shock. No one is ever ready to lose someone.
No.
Later, when I called my husband to tell him that she had passed, I asked about the house alarm going off. He said everything was okay and we could talk about it later. Once I got home and had some time to process everything that had happened, I asked him again about the alarm. My husband had continued to stay in the upstairs bedroom while I was gone, since all his stuff was already up there. He wears hearing aids. Because he was sleeping on the second floor, he put the alarm system on away just to make sure if someone entered the home, he would have a warning. The away setting means the alarm will go off if any movement is detected inside the house. The night my mom passed, the alarm sensor went off in our sunroom, meaning motion was detected. The same room that we had seen the traveler in our first story. Travelers in quotations.
And a lot of other things happen in that sunroom.
I know, that sunroom's getting some action.
Action all the time.
My husband had his hearing aids out and didn't hear the alarm going off. Oh, man.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
Is the whole point of the alarm.
Good point.
The alarm service tried to call and no one answered, so they dispatched the police.
Oh, no.
It was the police banging on the door that finally woke up my husband. Well, you need to get a better alarm then. If you can't hear the alarm system.
It just whispers, I think somebody might be in the house.
Hey, wake up.
Shh, look, we don't want to scare you awake.
Wake up.
There's somebody in here.
But a bang from downstairs, you're upstairs? Yeah. Come on. Not to victim blame. I don't know what's happening here. Sorry.
Poor guy. He's like, look, I can't control what I can hear and what I can't hear. But you know what? Actually, here's why. Because Dad even says like certain high-pitched sounds.
Yeah.
He can't hear. So the alarm is probably the pitch of the sound.
Well, he'd had his hearing aids out. That's the reason.
Yeah, but I mean, but he could hear something. Eventually, he could hear pounding.
Oh,
he probably couldn't hear the alarm because of whatever pitch it was at.
You're right. You said dad, he, and I thought you were calling our dad daddy for a minute. And I was like,
yuck. Ew. I've never in my whole life.
What are you doing right now?
No, dad, he. There you go.
Okay, yes. So he finally woke up. They were on the phone with the alarm service company and said that they were told there was movement in the sunroom, but that no doors had been opened that night. My husband told them he was sleeping upstairs and had not been anywhere on the first floor. They requested to come in and check the house, but did not find anyone. The next day, my husband called the alarm company, and they said that there was definite movement and checked our equipment, but didn't find anything wrong with it. We do not have pets, and no one else was in the home. And remember, it was checked by the police.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem odd that this happened on the night my mom died. She was familiar with her home and had just spent a lot of time there. Was she visiting places she remembered before leaving? Was she saying goodbye, or could this just have been some traveler from the first story? Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
What a beautiful story.
I
And
know.
bittersweet.
I
The whole thing
know.
is so bittersweet. But 96. That's
yeah,
amazing.
96 and on vacation that you loved with your family.
That's amazing.
On a girls' trip.
That's amazing.
That sounds like the way to go.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And maybe she's like, this sunroom. I like, good grief. Maybe she's
She's
giving
like,
you money.
I've always picked up on a vibe.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get like just on that edge of the afterlife and see if I'm like confirmed.
Right. And way too sentimental. That was beautiful. I'm going to say, I hope it was mom.
All right. Well, okay. Can't argue it.
All right.
Because
so
we all
here-
know.
Yeah. Well, as we know that you would love to argue it, but you're not going to.
Oh, I would love to never argue it. And you just say, yep, it's a ghost.
Okay. This is from a Reddit user. They gave me permission, but they didn't tell me whether they wanted their name or not. So I'm just going to leave them anonymous.
Okay.
And the title is either a haunting or someone lived with me secretly.
Ooh, both are very
Ooh.
scary.
Right? Haunting or possible case of frogging? We'll never know. When I was in my early 20s, I ended up dog sitting for a week at my uncle's place, completely by myself. It was January and it was freezing outside. The house was built by my grandfather for his sister who passed away when I was about 6 years old.
Wait. It was built by the grandfather.
So her grandfather built it for his sister, so it would be like her
Oh, okay.
great aunt.
Okay, got it. And then she passed away after.
She passed away young from cancer.
Oh, man.
My only memories of her are from those last days when she was in hospice care, right in the living room. Everyone in the family loved her, and I wish I could have known her better. A few years after she passed, my uncle and his partner bought the house and completely renovated it. It's actually a pretty nice place, especially considering it was built in the early 70s. That is not that long ago. I just would like to point that out. My house was My house was made in the 50s. So
Yeah.
just saying.
You were almost made in the 70s. You're very close.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's not that old of a house. Simmer down, everybody.
So you know, 70s style is very distinct.
It is. It is. So is the 80s style. But I'm just saying it's not that old. Okay. So after my uncle handed me the keys and showed me how to use the security system, I settled in. I was excited to have the place all to myself, especially since I usually had roommates and never really got any alone time. But what started as a relaxing week quickly turned into something much more unsettling. On the second day of my stay, we got hit with an Arctic vortex. That term always makes me think like I don't even know what, like a blizzard tornado.
I think
guess
that
is
is. Is that wrong?
I guess, I don't know.
I would assume that's what that means.
What I picture. On the second day of my stay, we got hit by an Arctic vortex, and everything was covered in thick ice and snow. I was basically trapped inside. Reminds me of The Shining.
Oh, it reminded me of that movie or that show we watched, The True Detective in Alaska.
Oh, yeah. Boy, that was a good show.
That was good.
That second night, I couldn't fall asleep. I just lay there for hours counting sheep. At some point, I started hearing voices that seemed to be coming from outside.
Oh,
I remember thinking, wow, you can really hear the neighbors in this subdivision. Then, about 20 minutes later, the home security system went off. This is a
weird.
theme tonight. That freaked me out. So I got up. I wonder what they're going to do in the sunroom. You know, if we're doing themes, that would be the theme I would pick. Okay, sorry. Then about 20 minutes later, the home security system went off. That freaked me out. So I got up and checked the alarm. The screen said basement door ajar.
Oh,
I didn't know what else to do. So I grabbed a knife, not my brightest idea, got the dog.
not your dumbest idea.
I know. I mean, I'd have grabbed something and headed downstairs. Now, the basement is unfinished and there's a sliding glass door down there. My uncle always puts a bar in the track to keep it from opening,
Yep.
even if it's unlocked. Okay. I'm just like, well, why ever unlock it? Why
I guess
would you, yeah, but why would you have an unlocked door that you couldn't open?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just keep it locked. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Just precautions all around.
Okay.
I'm going to unlock this so you can get in and out of it, but you can't because there's a bar.
We can barely crack it, so you can tell me you want to come in, and I'll be like, no, I don't like people.
What do you want? The little crack. There's a bar down here. You're not going to be able to open it.
You all can't see her, but she made her lips purse out when she did it. What do you want?
Yeah, through the little crack.
I know, it's cute. I just wanted them to enjoy it too.
When I got down there, the door was open and the bar had been removed.
Oh my gosh.
The ground outside was covered in snow, but there were no footprints.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought about calling the cops, but then I remembered the stash of weed I had found in the basement and decided against it.
Oh my gosh. Still call the cops.
I love that. Right. Yeah, you could hide that stash. They're not going to look for your stash. To make things worse, I had taken a sleeping pill about 10 minutes before all this happened.
Oh, no.
Oh, that is a nightmare.
That's so scary because you're like, I'm going to fall asleep
any second. I need to stay
second.
awake, but yeah, I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh my gosh. They should that should be part of a scary movie.
Yeah. I don't think it ever has been, but that is scary.
That is really scary.
I had taken a sleeping pill about 10 minutes before all this happened. So my body was getting heavier and heavier as I searched the house.
That's horrible.
It is. Eventually, I just collapsed from exhaustion. When I told my friends and family about it later, most of them were skeptical. They said I probably left the door unlocked and that maybe the dog opened it somehow.
What?
Look, even me, the biggest skeptic, I'm like,
Yeah.
The dog can't remove a bar.
Right. They can't remove a bar and get a sliding door open.
You don't have very supportive family members.
No.
But that didn't make sense. The dog had been sleeping in my room, and no way could a dog remove a bar and slide the door open. Exactly.
We're with you. We're on your side.
Yeah, we are totally on your side. What really got to me later was realizing that the door couldn't be opened from the outside. That meant someone or something was trying to get out.
Ooh.
That made it even creepier.
And didn't, because there weren't any footprints going away.
Ooh, yuck.
Ugh.
Anyway, that was just the beginning of the weird stuff.
Oh, do we get to hear the rest?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
The next night.
Sorry.
Yeah, and also, sorry for everything that happened to you. The next night, I was lounging on the couch watching movies when I heard a soft thump, thump, thump against the side of the house. It sounded like someone was throwing a tennis ball at the wall.
Huh.
At first, I brushed it off and just thought the pipes must be settling in an old house. But then it happened on the opposite side of the house. Thump, thump, thump. The sound started moving around to different sides of the house, always in the same order and rhythm.
Ooh, that's creepy. I don't like that.
So creepy. It repeated this pattern 3 times before moving to another part of the house.
Ugh.
This went on for about 2 hours, and I was getting really frustrated and annoyed by the constant knocking. Then just as suddenly as it started, it stopped.
Ugh. I don't like that. Moving around is very creepy.
It is very creepy.
It's like it's trying to make you feel scared.
Ugh. Or, yeah, like get your attention.
Yeah. If y'all couldn't tell, she was trying to react while also changing a page.
Hey.
You probably could tell because it didn't sound real.
Oh, I thought I was really with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right.
I was multitasking. Thank you for letting everybody know. But there were some people out there like, I didn't even notice.
No, they
didn't. I would like to say,
thank you for lying.
And I'd like to say thank you, Cassie. You're always on my side. Over the next few days, I started noticing things being out of place. I'd set something down, and later it would be somewhere else. At first, I thought I was just being forgetful. So I decided to get more organized. I started closing doors behind me to make sure I wouldn't misplace things.
Huh.
Yeah, see, that's why I paused. I'm like,
okay,
what does that have to do with misplacing things? I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe they just mistyped. Like I started closing doors behind me and doing something.
Paying attention so I didn't misplace things.
They forgot that.
I don't know. I would say like maybe what they're doing is like being more intentional about like, did I close this door? I'm going to pay attention that yes, I closed this door.
Yeah.
I even laid out my work uniform and shoes on the kitchen table to make getting ready in the morning easier. When the ice and snow finally cleared up, I went back to work. That morning, I got up early, took a shower, and everything seemed fine. None of my stuff was out of place, and I was about to head out the door.
Okay.
I saw my shirt and shoes at the table and thought, great, everything's here and going smoothly. Wow, like to have to think, that means it must be happening a lot, that their stuff gets moved around. But when I bent down to tie my shoes and reached for my shirt, it was gone. So like in that amount of time, bent down to tie shoes, come back up to get their shirt, which also, that's weird order to get dressed in. Look, I'm sorry. That was very judgy. But like,
maybe they're just really proud of their upper torso.
okay. Well, interesting. Okay.
I want to
Just
look
have
at
never
it
thought
as
of,
long as I can.
like, fully putting your shoes on and tying them before you even put a shirt on.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I was kidding. I think it's weird.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not weird. It's just different.
It's different.
It's not how I do things. Now I'm picturing myself doing that. It is not
Is
a
this
pretty
a man
picture.
or a woman? Do we know? Because it makes a difference.
It's not a pretty picture when I do it.
No.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I mean, for me too.
I mean, lots
we
of
have the exact
bending
same body.
over.
So if I insult my body, I'm insulting your body. But
no, I can sit here and picture a sexy body. I still don't think it's very pretty. Like, that's a lot of bending and folding. Okay. But I bet they look amazing when they do it.
of course.
Mhm. Also, they're by themselves. What do they care? Or so they think. Dun, dun, dun. I'm getting slap happy. You know, it'll help. Another swig of beer.
That's right.
I had just seen it folded and ready to go the night before, and now it was missing. I started feeling crazy as I searched the house, getting more and more stressed about being late for work. Eventually, I found my shirt in the spare bedroom, crumpled up in a ball and thrown into the corner of the room.
What?
I
The
was
one they were
so-
about to put on?
Yeah, the one that they had laid out the night before. I was so confused and frustrated as I made my way to work.
Huh. That's really weird.
It is weird. And now I'm just making the font bigger and I'm not trying to talk at the same time. So there you go. At this point, I started doubting my own sanity. I wondered if I was slipping into some kind of psychosis. The footsteps happened again the next day. On the last day of my stay, one of my friends came over to help me tidy up the house before my uncle returned. We were sitting downstairs while the dog was outside, both of us looking at our phones, when I heard the footsteps again. My friend didn't believe me at first when I told her about all the weird things happening, but this time I decided to stay quiet and see if she heard it too. Suddenly, she looked up at me with wide, scared eyes. "Do you hear that?" she whispered. "There's someone up there," she said, pointing in the direction of the footsteps as they moved from one side of the house to the other.
Oh.
Then
so
she
scary.
jumped up and said, "I'm leaving right now."
No, go with me and check it out.
Right? I had never felt so vindicated in my life. After doubting me the entire time, she was suddenly terrified. When my uncle, she's like, or this person's like, "Yes, you're so scared."
Yes, I'm haunted.
Right? When my uncle and his partner came back, I asked them if they had ever experienced anything strange in the house. My uncle's partner said he once saw a woman in a white dress walking down their hallway. He also sometimes hears music playing from nowhere.
Ooh.
Strangely, though, my uncle's dog never acted weird during my stay. If he had, it would have freaked me out even more. I still struggle to make sense of what happened. Sometimes I wonder if there was someone secretly hiding in the house, living in some unchecked corner. But then again, I don't think a person could have done some of those things that I experienced.
Yeah. Going
It's-
from all those different places around the house that quickly.
It's troubling to say the least. Honestly, I almost want to believe it was a person. But
Oh,
if it,
why?
I don't know, because trust me, people are way, way scarier than any ghost that doesn't exist. But if it really was someone behind all that, I'd be way more freaked out than if it were just a haunting. Yeah, so it's like they don't know what they want.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to believe in ghosts, but
I really don't want ghosts to be real, but I also really don't want it to be a person.
Yeah.
I just didn't want any of it to happen.
maybe I'm just losing my mind and that'd be better. No,
Right.
you're haunted. Sorry. Or it's a person, but
Mm-hmm.
going around, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. The dog not reacting, I thought that was an interesting thing for them to put in there. Because what if it is a Frogger that has made friends with that dog?
Yeah. Okay. It's hard to be around a dog and have no reaction from
Yeah.
them.
Well, I can't believe
way.
that the dog wouldn't react even when there's banging.
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
That's a weird thing for a dog not to react to.
Yeah. How old was this dog?
Yeah, maybe a little deaf.
Yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
get that dog's ears. Maybe that dog needs hearing aids, like
Right.
in our first story.
that's right. I mean, like if I walk into a room, Ellie, who knows me
Yeah,
better than anybody, her tail will wag. Like she's like, yay, there's a
Mhm.
person.
right.
So like even if, I don't know, I guess if they're used to the noise happening,
Yeah, yeah.
but if something was in the room with you, but I guess it never happened that something was in the same room at the same time.
No, they didn't really say that. They just said like there were sounds around the house.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And why would a Frogger? Well, I guess that's what Froggers do.
Yeah.
Squatters and Froggers are different, aren't they?
Right. Yeah. Froggers want to mess with you.
Yeah, Froggers are trying to mess with you. So yeah, I'd say Frogger,
Oh, man.
which is so scary. So how would a Frogger mess with you by making sounds travel? They would get their gang of Froggers.
A gang of frogs.
A gang of Froggers. You all go on that side. I'll go on this side. You guys go over there.
Yeah.
And then we just take turns beating on the house.
Oh.
It just seems like a lot of energy.
Yeah, get a
Like,
life.
let's go to the bar and get a drink.
Get a better hobby.
Let's go read a book and then talk about it.
Yeah, like you're going to do that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something other people like to do. Let's go on a hike. Let's do something. Why are we
Yeah.
going to do all this?
Yeah, don't mess with
If you
people.
need like the adrenaline rush, let's jump out of an airplane.
Sure.
I mean, but come on.
Yeah.
You gotta mess with
Don't
somebody?
be a creep.
Ugh.
If your hobby requires you to be a creep,
Well,
Be-
if
get a
your
better hobby.
if your hobby is trying to intentionally evoke an emotion that causes someone stress and distress,
yeah, then you're an asshole.
then you're an asshole. Quit
Yeah.
being an asshole, you
Don't
froggers.
be an asshole.
What are you doing?
If you're a frogger and you're,
And you're
listening to this,
you can just go right on. Just go right on with those trumpers.
you can just join the trip.
Get on out of here. And I bet you are one.
Oh, shots
I said it. And
fired.
look, here, I'm going to say it again.
Oh,
I
man.
said what I said.
Bitch, I said what I said. I love that song. Have you heard that?
Yes. And did you not think, like, when did you see my post? I was like, we said what we said.
Yeah, no, I did. I liked
That's
it.
what I was thinking. Like, we said what we said.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say Frogger.
Yeah, I'm going to say ghost. Shocker. But yeah, it's so scary.
Either way, great story, though.
Yeah,
Thank
loved
you
the
for letting us
story.
read it.
The fact that your shirt was there and then you bent down, how does a frogger do that?
So I thought that at first, but then they kind of went back and said something like, it was just there the night before. Like they knew they had set it out the night before.
no, but
so-
then they're like, and then I saw everything. Everything was in place. Perfect.
I know. I thought that too. But listen, yes. But then they kind of said the next sentence made me think, well, maybe they didn't see it right then. Hold on. That morning, I got up early, took a shower, and everything seemed fine.
Okay.
Okay. None of my stuff was out of place. So I just think
Yeah.
stuff, not necessarily the outfit. And I was about to head out the door. I saw my shirt and shoes at the table. Oh, no. Yeah. I saw my shirt and shoes at the table and thought, great, everything's here and going smoothly. But when I bent down to tie my shoes and reached up for my shirt, it
Yep.
was gone. I had just seen it folded and ready to go the night before. So maybe they meant I had just folded it and got it ready the night before and they had just seen it. I don't know. Maybe.
It's also, listen, not to judge you again, but why are you laying your stuff out on a table? Why would you not? Where? What is this house? I'd love
Well,
to see it.
You're not going to lay it out on your bed where you're going to sleep.
Okay.
And maybe there's like a little end table that's big enough
Okay.
to put like.
I'm definitely
like,
thinking kitchen table. You're not
no,
thinking
like a
kitchen
little
table.
end table, that you've got by
Okay.
your. Like I put clothes there
That's a
sometimes.
nightstand.
Oh, a nightstand, whatever they're
I
called.
wouldn't call it a table.
Oh, I
But
guess
you might, and
I
that's
guess
great.
I guess I would. I'd be like, I'm with you. I'm with you, Reddit person. I might call it a table.
Would you lay clothes out on your nightstand?
I've laid an outfit like because I've got dog hair on my floor, and
I wouldn't ever lay it out on the floor.
well, no, but I don't want it to like. That's what I'm saying. Like, where else do I lay it out at?
On your dresser, maybe?
I don't have a dresser.
All right. All right. We
Everybody's
gotta
as
move on.
bougie as you are. Look, I got nightstands, thank you, or some might call them night tables,
Nobody
Some-
calls them a night table ever.
and I got a bed, and that's all I got. I don't got
Okay.
a nice big old comfy chair where I could throw some clothes. I don't got a nice dresser. That's all I got.
All right. Okay.
We hang up all
Sorry.
of our clothes. Those of you who are like, well, where do you put your other clothes? We hang everything up.
Everything.
we have.
So weird.
We each have 2 drawers.
Even their underwear.
No, we don't. Don't.
That's because I don't wear
Don't
underwear.
make us. Yeah, one of us said, don't make us to be weird. Hey, I really did just get all new underwear,
Why? You don't wear it.
and I thought it'd be fun twist. Let's try it out. And I love them.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I saw like an ad, TikTok. They'll do that. They'll suck you in. But it was
They're
like
selling you underwear.
you won't even know you're wearing it. I don't know if they probably overheard me say I go commando from time to time.
Okay.
Like all the time. But anyway, I got them. I want you to try a pair. Is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
I
But
have
also,
one more pair I haven't worn, so I won't put them on. I'll let you try this pair.
I feel like I don't ever feel underwear. Like I don't feel my underwear right now.
Okay. Maybe you already have this
You
kind.
know, it was a really big learning moment for me.
What?
Mom used to buy my underwear when I was a kid.
Sure.
And so I knew what size I wore because mom told me.
Uh-huh.
And then I was an adult and I would still buy that same size because mom bought it. And I was like, underwear is the worst.
Yeah, maybe that was my problem.
And then one day I was like, I think maybe I need to go up a size. And then I was like, oh my gosh, underwear is so comfortable.
Guess that was my problem too. But instead I was like, guess these suck. And I just threw them out the window.
Turns out if you buy underwear that is
The
the
right
right size
size,
for you, you don't feel it.
You don't mind them?
You don't mind it. You don't feel it. Everything is secure.
Well, these also, and I'll swear by them, they don't have the panty line at all.
Okay.
And they don't have, but I've tried those before.
I love that you said we should try. And we just glazed over it. It's such a weird. It is weird.
Well, that's why, like, as soon as I realized, like, oh yeah, that might cross some sort of line for some people. It doesn't for us. But I do have one more pair.
Clean.
I have, clean. But I still have one more pair that I've not ever even worn, and I'm gonna let you use those.
Okay.
I'll keep them separated from everything else, so I don't accidentally put them on.
But you don't have to sell me on underwear. I like underwear.
No, but this kind I think you would really like, because if you like underwear, you're gonna love these.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh no.
Okay, guess what I got tonight? A fan favorite.
Yay.
I bet she's so glad tonight's the night she was picked. Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay, I don't know whether to say welcome or sorry.
Oh.
To the lovely Erin.
Me?
Nope, not you.
Oh.
Erin. Okay, so in that post, that little, the post that got a little controversial there for a minute, I just thought Erin's comment was hilarious to all of that, because this person was kind of announcing their exit, and Erin said, hold on.
It's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure.
Exactly. And I thought that was hilarious. And then that put Erin on my radar.
Perfect.
Funny thing is, didn't even listen to the podcast.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny and so true. Who is she? How does she?
Oh, she's great. She used to listen.
She's great.
She's great.
She gave up on us a long time ago.
She did. And I don't care. Listen, I really does not hurt my feelings at all. Life gets busy. She said, what's funny is I asked her to be a fan favorite. This is what tipped me off that she may not listen.
Oh gosh.
I asked her to be a fan favorite, and she comes back with, I'm sorry. Wait, what is this? Best response I've ever gotten to asking somebody to be a fan favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Made me laugh out loud. And then she goes, oh, is this because of the airport comment? Because I was like, I thought you were great. Thanks for the support. She said, ha ha ha. I didn't even look at the name of who posted it. And then she said, because I used that person's name, like, thank you, for your comment on so-and-so's post. Anyway, I said, yes, the airport comment. It cracked me up and put you on my radar for fan favorite. We want to advertise something. And now I'm cracking up because she's probably like, I didn't even know you all had a fan favorite segment anymore.
I love how this has been your big you're like, it draws people in. They want to listen because they're a fan favorite.
Erin, listen, you say all this, but you know how many times people will be like, I love fan favorite.
I know.
Okay. So then you keep trying to double down, but it's not working. And it does not deter me. Okay.
Trust me. I know.
Yeah, I know. You tried. Erin goes, oh gosh, I have no idea. This whole exchange cracks me up even more now. So then I finally just said, do you listen to the podcast? It's cracking me up. And then I said, just curious. No hard feelings if you don't. She said, oh, I've listened a couple of times, and then I stopped because I have kids and I rarely drive alone now. And I get that all the time. Like, it's especially in the summer. Like, you always ask me to listen and just double check the editing. And if I have kids with me, like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I never drive by myself anymore, ever. And I drive all the time.
Sorry about that. But you do the whole earbuds thing, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I put, not when I'm driving, but yeah.
Oh, I can't do it. Anyway, I was like, I totally get it. She said, but I wanted to keep supporting you all. And then I saw this group. So sweet. Oh my gosh. And then
welcome,
I said,
Erin.
Yes, welcome, Erin. I said, well, we'll share the episode with you when we make you the fan favorite. And maybe you can get one of those unicorn moments to yourself and listen to that one. She said, yes, I'd love to. I've fallen behind on most podcasts. And then when I work, I have to concentrate. So I only listen to music. So no big deal. Like I said, Erin, life is tough. But she did say, that she would like us to plug. Save the. Oh, look at these things.
I can't.
What
It's on
are
your
these?
phone.
Save the Saolas? Saolas. And they look like. Huh.
Oh, now I gotta Google it.
Wonder why. What she gave us no context as to why she wants to save these beautiful beings. They're like
SAO.
Saola. It's called a Saola. It's one of the rarest large animals on Earth.
Oh,
It is the sole species of a genus of bovids and has been known to science only since 1992.
oh my gosh!
What? Adults weigh 80 to 100 kilograms, and both females and males are characterized by long, gently curving horns and a striking pattern of white markings on the head. Its genus name comes from its resemblance to the oryx.
Yep.
Oryxes. To the oryxes.
Orcs.
To the what?
Orcses. I don't know.
What? It's not oryxes.
Ooh. Listen, everybody should look them up, but don't scroll down too far because you will find hooves of them.
Oh.
Detached hooves.
Well, that's sad. Oh, yeah. People are doing bad things to these babies. Okay, hold on.
They're beautiful. They look mythical.
They do. Almost to the point that I'm like, are we getting punked? They resemble antelopes
Look at
of
that.
Africa. I know they're beautiful, but the Saolas' closely living relatives are wild cattle and buffalo.
Huh.
Well, how interesting is that? Now, look, is that like a painting of one?
I don't know.
Do you see like an actual photograph of one?
Yeah. Right there is an actual photograph.
Oh, you went to Google. I went to like hold on.
Can the elusive Saola
Well, who knew
be
about
saved
these
from
guys?
extinction? It's beautiful.
They're so cool looking.
A little bit creepy, just a little bit.
Yeah, there's something about them that doesn't look right.
I mean, I want to save them. I want to pour all my efforts into saving them, actually. Like, I'm really weirdly invested now in this animal, but...
Well, there you go. Thank you, Aaron. Look, they've been like, people think they see a unicorn. Oh, that one's kind of creepy. Ooh, look at that one.
I can't see it from here.
Good. Good for you.
Oh,
I know, he looks
I
scary.
don't like that one.
Okay. So anyway, they could either be a good or a bad thing. We don't really know. Do we
You
want to
should
save
save
them? Do
them.
we not want to save
We
them?
do want to save them.
No, we do want to save
We
them.
don't want to hang out with them, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
But
I
not
said
that
maybe.
one. Not that one. Aaron,
Yes.
thank you. I wonder why that was near and dear to your heart. We get no context. It
Yeah, I
was
don't know.
literally just the link. That's all
I
she
mean,
shared.
I get it. Now that I've seen it, I'm very invested too.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And I cannot believe they weren't discovered till 1992.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's so recent.
That's really weird.
It's wild. Anyway, thanks, Aaron. I would say for the support of the podcast. I mean, thanks
No,
for
you
like
came to our support.
you came, you supported us.
You made us laugh.
We're not going to say thank you for listening, but we're going to say thank you for giving us all the support.
You can literally do so little to be a fan favorite.
It really doesn't take much. You just get my back one time on the way out.
Figure out one way to get Megan's attention, and you're
That's
a fan
it.
favorite.
You're in. I see you. Thank you. If you'd like to be a fan favorite, you're like, how do I get to be one? Doesn't take much, like Aaron just said.
That's right. Figure something out that'll tickle Megan's fancy.
Yep. And again, doesn't take much.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening this week. And thank you for being here. Still, seriously, hopefully, I think most of y'all are aligned with whatever we have said in the past. But if you're not, thanks for sticking around. And
And I also love what Robin had to say, and I don't know what Robin's political views are. They may or may not align with us, but she very much stated like it is okay to learn from other people that do not. And if that's not what this podcast is about,
that is not what this podcast is about.
You have two people with completely polar opposite views.
Oh, okay.
Who constantly sit and listen and banter back and forth. And every week we start over. And rarely, now it does happen from time to time, do we get to the point where we frustrate each other, where we're angered. We've never gotten angry at each other because we
No.
have different points of view.
No.
Frustrated maybe,
Yeah, sure.
but that's okay.
We still want to do this darn thing.
We still want to do this darn thing. And so if we don't see eye to eye, that's okay. But when it comes to civil rights,
Yeah. There's a line.
goodbye.
All right. So thank you all for sticking around with us. If you would like to check out our website at myskepticalsister.com, where you can find out how to become a Patreon, $3 a month gets you weekly bonus content. It also gets you a sticker and a magnet, and $5 a month gets you all that, plus our monthly movie nights on the third Thursday of the month. You can rate, review, subscribe. You can write your stories in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can tell your friends about us. You can tell your family about us and have them write their stories in. I think that's just about it. We will talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Jogeo, Korean.
Lovely.
La 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 la.
I laughed so hard I tooted.
No. Don't know why he wouldn't, though.
Such a lady.
Such a lady she is. Oh, my gosh. Came out of nowhere.
Speak
so
about Frogger.
sorry. Yeah. Frog in my
Ribbit.
throat. Still on your side, just had to burp a little bit.
Just gassy.
Just a little gassy.
Wait, say that again because I was not listening. I was thinking about I was thinking about a book I'd
See,
read.
you do it to me too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.